2026 has started. It's going to be Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman's 9th budget, and Times Now is going to be your destination to get the fastest updates and best analysis as far as government's budget this year is concerned. And Times Now is also your platform to get all the updates of what's really being considered this time by the government. And let's begin with the budget buzz that we have for you. It's going to be the first budget after Operation Sindoor. With defense, we have learned set to actually get some significant share. Defense budget could actually go up. This is what we have learned from sources. Sources have told Times Now that a double-digit increase for the Defense Ministry is on the anvil. So this is the inside scoop that we have for you as far as Budget 2026 is concerned. Let me straight away go across to my colleague Srinjoy Chaudhary joining us on the broadcast. Srinjoy, what's the budget buzz that you've got for our viewers? A double-digit increase? Are we talking about 10% or perhaps higher than that as far as this year's defense budget is concerned?
Hina, thank you. These are real numbers. And what we are hearing is, as you rightly said, double-digit means at least 10% or more. Now, there are really two bits that have to be shared. Number one, the overall defense budget will go up by double digits, which means that it will cross 700,000 crores. That's one. But more important is the fact that the capital budget, which really means the money that is given to the armed forces, the army, the navy, the air force, to buy weapons, largely speaking, will also go up by double digits. Now, exactly how it will be, how much over 10% remains to be seen. But double digits is a definite yes. The other point is, where will this double digits go to? Now, naturally, it will be shared by the three armed forces. But most importantly, what we are hearing, a significant chunk of that double-digit increase will go to the Indian Air Force. Now, there are two or three things that have to be considered. One is these force multipliers that the Air Force is looking at, like air-to-air refuelers. Then the AWACS system, which is part Brazilian, part Indian. Air-to-air refuelers are very important, are on the anvil. There is also money that is going to go for the engines that Safran and India will work on. Thirdly, in case the 114 Rafale deal is also there towards the end of the year or the next financial year, right, then there too, there is an issue. So there are three things here, Hina. One, a double-digit increase in the defense budget, a more than double-digit increase in the capital budget, and the Air Force getting a significant chunk of that double-digit increase. But
Srinjoy, I was just looking at the previous year's data. I mean, last year also, if you look at the budget of the Ministry of Defense, it had gone up by about 9.53% to 6.81 lakh crore rupees. That was about 13.45% of the complete budget that we had. That had actually gone to the Ministry of Defense. So around 10% was something we got last year. But, given the times that we are in, when there are conflicts around the world that are going on, we've got an unpredictable Trump factor as well, and nobody knows what will be the impact of his actions on the world, on India and the supply chain specifically. So do you think there's also a possibility that this double digit could be around 15-odd%? Do we have scope of that, in this budget?
Yes, the short answer is yes. But naturally, those things are being worked out. So double digit is definitely what we are hearing. And it also has to make up for one other thing, Hina. You know more about this than most people. The rupee has been falling vis-a-vis the dollar. So if there is some foreign purchases, then naturally more resources will be necessary. So that too is being kept in mind. So all together, a serious double-digit increase in defense, in terms of capital spending, in terms of the overall budget, and of course, quite a lot of that chunk will go to the Air Force.
All right. Thank you very much, Shrunjoy, for the moment, for joining us and getting us that inside scoop on what could be expected in Budget 2026. And like I said, viewers, Times Now is going to be your destination for all the fastest updates in the run-up to Budget 2026. The announcement is going to happen on 1st of February, which is a Sunday. Let's now move on and shift our focus to what's happening in Karnataka. High drama erupted inside